The American people are way too ignorant on science issues. Just real quick, these are some of the things that they say must be changed. Being forced to choose male or female when completing basic forms. The horror. I don't like. Okay, so what? That's not expressive enough. Add one other category? Eunuch? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? And also, by the way, people should be much more willing to say, I don't know, on issues that they don't know. You know, the new, quite literally made-up pronouns where people say, no, this is how you need to talk to this person and that person, where it's like Z and Zay, and again, totally made up. It's like XE and shit like that. And what I need liberals to understand is the idea of consistency on scientific consensus. Like, you guys don't understand, I'm like a pansexual, gender fluid, non-normative wombat ovaries. So who do we blame for this, man? To me, I put the primary blame on the media. You hurt my feelings when you didn't call me a non-normative, gender fluid, pansexual something something. So the media might be the #1 culprit because their job is to get you the facts, get you the news, get you the raw data and the information, put it in context, give you the perspective, and they don't do that. Gender fluid. When, God forbid, we inject some expert opinions into the conversation here, they hardly ever do that. Well, does it make me a douchebag to say, I don't believe you? I don't believe you. And as a result, you have ignorant Americans on these issues. I mean, I saw a news report where a dude literally changed it 1 minute to the next. He's sitting there, he's like, I'm a man, and I'm gender fluid, though, so sometimes I'm a man, and oh, it just switched. I am now a woman. Look, believe me when I say I looked into this more than anybody. The person is claiming to be neither gender. But are they actually literally neither gender? Or are they like a man and they're saying, I'm not either gender because I don't want to be? I don't get that. To me, that doesn't seem like a real thing that would exist in people's minds. So if you say, look, scientific consensus on global warming, so the conservatives need to shut the fuck up. You're right about that. You're 100% right about that. They don't know better than the scientists. You know who else doesn't know better than the scientists? You. 'Twas a female, now I am a male. Oh, I changed again, now I'm a female. Chip, chip, cheerio. And here's the bottom line. It looks like people who are just really, really self-obsessed and just looking for excuses to talk about themselves. Like, that's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. So if you're somebody who's understands global warming is real, great, good for you. Now jump to the next scientific consensus. Oh, so this is the left. The left are the people who, you know, are so serious that they are like, you don't understand, there's 71 genders, and if you disagree, you're like totally a bigot. Understand that scientists say vaccines fucking work, so whatever dumbass research you did on Google from Alex Jones' website where it says it's not the case, you're wrong. And it makes left-wingers look bad. You could say this is concern trolling, but you know what? I'm actually concerned about how it makes the left look, because that is a little ridiculous. Like, I don't see that. I think it's kind of made up, and also, even if it's not made up, who cares? There's no actual discrimination against you. There's no, you know, oh my goodness, we have been treating the gender fluid so wrong this whole time. No. Whereas with the trans person, I think that notion is super real that they're experiencing, and a thing that obviously occurs in nature. Because you go back even to the year fucking 1232, and there's records of people who are trans people, effectively, all the way back then. I don't see that for gender fluidity. If you say you're gender fluid, to lump that in the same category is almost disrespectful to gay people and trans people. So, look, man, bottom line, the media needs to step their game up, teachers need to step their game up, and the American people also need to be more intellectually curious, because if you're not, you're going to end up making horrific decisions that affect everybody else around you and you in an incredibly negative way. Yeah, so this is what I call the authoritarian left. And authoritarian leftism is, you know, the bane of the left, the people on the left who we should all oppose, because they do make many people who are good people turn to conservatism because they see the outrage over every minor little thing, and they go, I can't associate with them. Let me go with these other guys, not even realizing that they're signing up for a shitty economic policy, you know, a shitty idea on war and corruption and all the other stuff. Because I think there's a gateway drug to the right, which is, you know, looking at the left and saying, these guys are obsessed with gender, they're obsessed with identity politics. You want to talk about a negative advertisement for the left, broadly speaking? All you gotta do is point to the idiots on college campuses who are like, I need a safe space from people who disagree with me or hurt my feelings. And point to people who say, hey, trigger warning, I'm about to say something that's super duper controversial. I'm so serial about how controversial this is, and this might, like, affect your feelings in a certain way, so, like, trigger warning. Microaggressions are ridiculous. Safe spaces are ridiculous. What's the other one I'm missing? I think it's a good term for it, neo-feminism, because it's not, in my opinion, in line with what I would call traditional feminism. Authoritarian leftism is a scourge. You don't want to be in the same room with the people who say, you know, you said something that I perceive as bigoted or racist. There's microaggressions, there's safe spaces. Damn, am I really blanking on this? Fuck your microaggressions. That doesn't mean anything. I said something that maybe you can interpret if you purposely misinterpret it as offensive. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Fuck your microaggression. I don't give a fuck. Trigger warnings. Trigger warnings are ridiculous. Again, what am I going to fucking tattoo trigger warning on my forehead because every other thing I say is offensive? Okay, I don't care about that either. And fuck your safe spaces. This is the laziest version of liberalism. Again, I don't think this is liberalism at all. But what it is you want to be a good person and make the world better. But your way of doing that cuts out all the work. All the hard shit in the middle. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you want to fix the world, you got to learn about what's happening in the world. So you got to learn that, holy shit, we have over 900 military bases. That might be a problem. We're intervening in 7 countries right now. That might be a problem. You know, the income inequality statistics like I just brought up before, that's a problem. Maybe we should fight that. You know, the drug war disproportionately affecting minorities, basically being the new Jim Crow. Well, there's something where we can combat real racism and fight that and get in the streets and actually do something virtuous. But they don't do all the hard work to learn about what's happening, to actually fix the real systemic problems. So what do? Do whatever they feel. You hurt my feelings when you didn't call me a non-normative, gender-fluid, pansexual something. You've hurt my feelings. I need to go to my safe space. You're lazy, pampered little pricks. Is what it is. Okay? You want to be a liberal? You want to be progressive? Great, join me. That's what I am. Which is why I'm arguing day in and day out to fix our bullshit economic system, to get money out of politics and fix the corruption. These are real issues.
You know what? Nobody's ever asked me before. You're the first person to ask me, and I'm happy to address it, but you are the first person to ask me here. Okay, back to the issues.
That's racist. These are real issues. You don't know dick about them because you're lazy. And what do you want? My feelings are hurt and something, censor people that disagree with me. Fuck off!